welcome me into your house, but we're going to do things this way. All right. There's a little test. You got to pass a little test. Because if you just talk at people for a long time and you just start to drift off, he would say the first part of the phrase, and then all the kids have to respond to the second. So you could always pick out the kid, sorry, you're sitting in the front row. You could always pick out the kid who is asleep in the bed because that kid never said anything, right? So, kind of an awesome deal. He would start off, let us call to mind. Then all these kids would then say that we are in the holy presence of God. Then just for a moment, you sit with that. No offense. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma? God? Yeah. You just sit with that for a minute. Normally in class, then we say, well, what do you want to pray for, kid? What do you want to pray for? Grandma engaged tonight, next girl, with the homecoming. And when we talk about then appropriate prayer, then I pray that you go with me to homecoming. But the idea, that's normally how we start. But since we're doing today, God's revelation, once we get started, let us call to mind, God, then we're just going to start with the revelation of Scripture. Right? How do you think we're going to do in the first lesson? You doing good? All right. Let us call to mind. Let's do this class this day. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I'm a good Jew. I want to die with this on my lips. From Deuteronomy. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. And you shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all your might. And these words which I command you this day shall be upon your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children. You shall talk with them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. And when you bind them as a sign upon your hand, and they shall be as a frontlet between your eyes. You shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Hear this, Israel. Yahweh, the Lord is our God. There is but one. Take these words in your heart. Pass them on to your kids. Whether you're getting up or going down, whether you're walking out the door or coming in the door. Keep these words. You cannot understand us as Catholics unless you understand our propaganda. You cannot understand me unless you understand Irish Catholic, Southside Catholic. Hey, you can't understand Jesus if you don't understand this. We just, as a community, you may even have seen some people do this. We followed what this teaching was when someone stood up and read from the Holy Book. And some people would say, "May the Lord be on my lips and in my heart." Right? That's where it's coming from. Who we are, our ancestors are doing. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to spend a little bit of time about this revelation that God sent. We're going to end with another Jewish word, which is always said out loud, because it's a public proclamation, meaning so dig in. What was just said, what was just proclaimed, we took it. Amen. In the name of the Father. Thank you for the invitation. This is a whole lot better than doing something at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. When you got a group of people at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, all the coffee in the world at times can't do it. So, where are we starting? We're going to start with the way we Catholics see things. For the first time in many, many years, since I used to live out here, first time in many, many years, I walked into your church. The priest is on the altar. If I was to say, "Father, what did you see for the last hour?" He would say, "I saw all these people. I said, I saw the exit." From my viewpoint, everybody's got the point that they're looking at. From my point, I saw something totally different. How do Catholics just see Scripture? How do we see social justice? How do we see morality? How do we see worship? Let me explain it to you a little bit, and then at your the tables, I'm going to ask you to talk about it. First way Catholics see things, you're going to be able to find God anywhere. You can find God in the VA. You can find God in the nursery. You can find God at the job. You can find God at the Tigers football game on Friday night. Why do we say that? Where's Moses find it? On top of the mountain. Peter, without fishing. By the way, do not give your spouse an excuse for saying, I'm going to go find God instead of going to church. I'm going fishing at Grand Lake. Okay, it wasn't Peter, but we're not here, right? Paul, we go on a road trip from Jerusalem to Damascus. That's where he found them, right? First principle, most of what we find in these 73 books, God is encountering people and they're not in their holy place. Second, if you can find God anywhere, then you can celebrate that. Sacramentally. God's going to come at a level that each one of us can understand. So water and wine and a piece of bread and lighting a candle, celebrate all of these moments. For us, therefore, a birth of a baby is not just the conclusion of a biological event. The death of someone is not just the end of life. That's the beginning of an eternal kind of life. So if you can find God anywhere, you can celebrate God's presence in all kinds of ways. And this revelation is going to come gradually. Revelation is their word, which just means twofold bath. So in my house, we got two bathrooms. We got a glass one for one shower, and then we have that traditional old plastic one, and you can gradually just pull it back. That gradual pulling back happens to an individual and happens to the community gradually. Little by little, he starts to know more and more. Abraham had a revelation that people before him didn't. Moses knew more about Yahweh God than Abraham did. Right? Joshua then had more. You're just going to go right down through the prophets until you get to Jesus and you've got this. So, therefore, for instance, I'm a morality teacher, Bishop Kelly. Don't treat these 16-year-olds like they're 6. Don't expect them to act like a 26-year-old. Gradually, people are going to get more and more and more. All right? And if they have the St. Peter approach, they're going to take 2 steps closer to God, and then they're going to take 1 step back. And then they're going to take 2 steps closer to God, and then they're going to take a step back. Because God is always going to come at a level that people can say, I got it. Okay? Today, classic case, when we were listening to the gospel, Jesus said, I know a lot of us Jews, we have different opinions of what happens after you die. This rabbi is here to tell you there is something after you die. Okay, well, what's it like? All right, you know how good it is? I'll tell you how good it is. It is so good that you would, if you knew what I knew, you'd be willing to cut off your hand to get there. All right? So what happens if I'm doing stuff and I don't get to go? It's like Gehenna. Well, if you're in Jerusalem and the town garbage stuff is called Gehenna, you know what Gehenna is like. You know this is fire. And it never goes out. Never, ever, ever. City of Jerusalem, walled city, what do you do with your garbage? Bring it outside, bring it into the Hinnom Valley, burn the whole thing up, there goes your garbage. Jesus is going to speak at a level that people say, oh, I get it. He's talking to a man, and he says, the kingdom of heaven, like this fisherman, is like a guy with a net. And he goes to a farmer. The kingdom of heaven is like a farmer who's throwing seeds. And he goes to a woman. The kingdom of heaven is like a woman who's baking bread with a little bit of yeast. Always bring it down to a level that the people can get. So your pastor, didn't he do some studies in Rome? Yeah, right? If one of the central mysteries about what it is to be a Catholic is a Christian, the Creator, God, became creative. The Creator became a preacher. How would you explain that? Well, he's going to go to Rome, read books twice this thick, they're probably in German or Latin or something. You can do the same thing with little kids. Have a Christmas party. Bring it down to a level that the little kid says, oh, Jesus became a baby. Mommy, Papa, baby. Yeah, kid, that's it. So, you can go high level, you can go low level. God says, if you're Hebrew, I'm going to speak Hebrew. If you're English, I'm speaking English. If you're a farmer, if you're a fisherman, if you're a woman, if you're a sinner, I'm always going to make it that you get it. Father could have given a great homily today, spoken in Hebrew and quoted Greek, and all of us would leave saying, he is so smart. But I have no idea what he was talking about.